Hey there and welcome to our channel. The question we'll attempt to answer in today's video is, does karate work in a street fight? Let us make it clear now that street fighting is illegal whether or not you're using any fighting technique. We know how street fights can turn ugly in a matter of seconds. Someone could get hurt or worse, killed. So the smart thing to do is to avoid fights. However, we have to face the reality that life is not a bed of roses, and sometimes one can't always run away from street fights. There are times you will need to defend yourself or your loved one. There probably must have been one situation in your life where you thought, if only I knew how to fight. Well, it is never too late to sign up for martial arts classes and learn how to fight. But there are so many martial arts in circulation today. Some look like they are the real deal, while some look like they're just for sport. Karate is recognized as one of the most popular martial arts in the world, and thanks to our favorite martial arts actors, many people have come to love and learn the art of karate. However, when it comes to a real street fight, will your karate skill be your saving grace? Before we dive in, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click on the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our videos. Karate can be effective and good in both self-defense and street fighting situations. Nevertheless, karate can only be interesting and effective if you are willing to improvise at the moment. Because like other martial arts, karate has various rules that stop practitioners from striking in an illegal way or illegal spots. It is interesting to note that karate was not designed for sports fighting. Instead, it was designed for personal protection and self-defense. This alone qualifies it to work in a street fight. When taught as a martial art, karate focuses on teaching self-discipline and developing mental strength. But when taught correctly, it prepares practitioners for combat fights. If you don't know how to use the various combat techniques, they will be useless to you in a street fight. Before you can use karate in a street fight, you must be trained and tested in a variety of situations. One technique that karate offers that you can use effectively in a street fight is the traditional grappling method. Although these days, modern karate classes tend to focus on striking, but back then, using the Okinawan style of karate, grappling was a major focus. The grappling technique teaches throwing, joint locking, and grabbing. So you might wonder, how will the grappling technique help me in a street fight? If you think about it, most attacks end up on the ground. You could be tripped, thrown, or you just fall to the ground. Now, this is where the karate basic ground grappling technique comes in handy. You will be able to flip your attacker on his back and get back on your feet. This technique is a good way to ensure that your karate techniques are effective. Also, karate has what is called katas. Katas are choreographed moves within the karate martial arts. The movements contain an abundance of grappling, choking, throwing, and joint locking techniques that are quite effective. Karate will teach you how to utilize tactile sensitivity. Tactile sensitivity is the ability to respond to what your opponent is doing based on touch. It will help you think fast to know how to react. It helps to develop skills that will aid you in employing your fighting techniques. Karate has the single karate techniques as well as the low stances and rigid footwork, which allows for quick and flexible movement. This technique is useful in a street fight. This martial art has 4 fundamental moves that you need to learn, and it will surely work in a street fight. The first is tachikata, which means stances. If you are in a street fight, you need to take the right stance. Otherwise, your opponent can knock you off your feet, and the fight will have ended before it began. Stances allow you to maintain proper balance and form while attacking. There is the musubi dachi stance, the natural stance, the horseback riding stance, and the front stance. Your stance is the first step to winning a street fight. The next fundamental move you need to know in karate is punches. Unlike Taekwondo and Muay Thai, which use frequent kicks, karate uses more punches and open-handed strikes. And punches are effective in a street fight. There are, of course, several types of punches. There is the straight punch, which is mainly a straight jab performed from a natural stance. There is the front lunge punch that is executed from a front stance. And the reverse punch is usually intended as a counter that follows a block. Kicks are also effective in a street fight, and karate has some great kick moves. Although kicks are more challenging to execute than punches, they are much more powerful. Plus, it can be your advantage against your opponent. There is the front kick, which is the most basic. It can be done with either your front or back leg in a fighting stance. There is the roundhouse kick. If you have seen a Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris movie, then you probably have seen this move. A roundhouse kick is a fast kick that gets its momentum from the hips. Then there is the side kick, which is executed from the horse stance. The fourth fundamental move in karate is blocks. In a street fight, you shouldn't just be able to throw punches and kicks, you should be able to block them too. Blocks are karate moves that are mostly performed with a closed fist or an open hand. In karate, you can also block with your legs and feet. They are used to defend against attacks that are aimed at the arms and legs. There are several types of blocking techniques used in karate, however, the focus is placed on 4 types. There is the inward block, the outward block, the upper block, and the lower block. These techniques are effective in deflecting blows to the head, side kicks, jabs, and punches. If you frequently practice these moves, or if you're an expert, then it will surely help you in a street fight. And aside from the fundamental karate moves, karate has different styles that are specifically designed for sparring. This will keep you ready for a street fight or just self-defense. For instance, Kyokushin karate is perfect for a street fight because it prepares you to receive punches to your body while sparring. Your body then becomes more resilient and built for every fight. Kyokushin karate trains you to fight at a close distance. This way you can pull punches on your opponent in a street fight. This karate style will also make your strikes extremely fast and unpredictable, which will come in handy in a street fight. In the end, if you learn all these karate moves and techniques, you will know how to use them in a real combat situation. Street fights have no rules, so you need to be able to defend yourself. And karate allows you to be able to do that. So does karate work in a street fight? Yes! If you know how to use it, it can be highly effective. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. You can also smash that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.